Oh yeah. Oh, hello. Bit of a chill one today. Free World Underneath we're going to be doing and watching Xavier's rerun trailer. So, yeah. I sound a little bit dopey because I did sleep. I actually slept like Banshee, you know, when I clocked out. It took me 3 minutes maybe. And I was like, gone. Gone like the wind. Yeah. So if you guys haven't read or don't know what the world underneath are for chapter 21, 23, and 24 of the books, then welcome. Enjoy the read along today. It's going to be nice, chill. It's going to be a nice read. And hopefully, technically, that means I'm caught up with all the myths, all the lore, and technically, yeah, all the lore that's on the outside besides tender moments and secret times. So, and cards, obviously. If we've caught up in that sense, then, you know, I'm looking forward to doing a lot of the banners that I missed. So I'm really looking forward to doing like Catch 22 Zane, for example, or some of the other interesting banners that I missed. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Hi, everybody. June, Betty's here, Beatrix is here. Hi, hi. Which word underneath am I doing today? 21, 23, and 24. We've already done 22 because we did that before we did Raphael's main scenario story. So. Hi, cooler than you. Oh, I like that name. Ah, you probably are cooler than me with that name. Yeah. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for checking me out, and I appreciate all your support. I know I've had a few subscribers over the week. And we are one follower on Twitch away from 800, which will be an absolute delight. I'm sure we'll get there at some point, but whether it's today or the next day, who knows? Yeah, it's cool, huh? 800 people. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Idla, 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 idla. Doodle, 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 doodle. Hey. 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 You guys seen Dan Dan? Great anime. Keep it up. Keep it up. Faint Sensation. This will be a quick one. Lingering Gaze rerun. Did I miss that? I must have missed that. Rising Tides. Did I miss that too? No, I'm pretty sure I saw that one. That was the race car one, wasn't it? Destiny. Hi. How's everybody doing? Wow. I've been so busy lately in the gym, just literally just working out really hard. What is my gosh, I should have done my hair. I did wake up. What have I done today? I burnt 1380 calories today apparently. So hello Nuki-chan. Hello. How you doing? The hair is not hairing, yeah, it's not great. I could do it in 5 minutes to be fair, but it's an off day today. It was a good nap. It was honestly a good nap. I did sleep. I feel good. I feel refreshed. So thank you for asking, Francie. But yeah, I've burnt a lot of calories today. I've eaten enough protein. I've had about 200 grams of protein, which is a little bit too much actually, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm losing weight. Well, supposedly. I'm doing good, thank you, Nuki-chan. Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you being here and welcome. I was just saying that we've got one more follower away from what's my ranking of the allies? Oh, that's a good question. Also, is that Noah from Final Fantasy 13 too? Is that Noah? Is that Noah? Your profile picture, Ghetto Brain? My one is not Nadea. Shut up, Frenzy. Well, my ranking on YouTube is on YouTube for like about 2-3 months ago. So I did put Caleb, Silas, then it was Raphael, Zane, then Xavier as my rankings. I think now, yeah, I think it's, you can see it on the stream here. Look, right here. It looks like Noah from Final Fantasy 13 too. But anyway, it's, I think like these last 2 months I've been doing a lot of reflecting of my life and how I act and stuff, and I sort of have a deeper understanding of Zane specifically. So I still think he's quite boring. Yeah. So it might be, I don't know, it might be like Caleb, Zane than the rest. Maybe swap Silas with Raphael. So maybe it'll be like Caleb, Zane, Raphael, Silas, Xavier. I'm not sure anymore. I'm not sure. People are saying I'm a Xavier main. People say a lot of things, Ghetto Brain. People say a lot of things, exactly like how Kenjaku takes over people's brains. Yeah, Silas might be in 4th now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm just going off the back of what I relate to. I think Silas is still peak man, but I don't know. I have a lot more admiration for how Zane handles things, and obviously I've always thought Caleb was I've always had an admiration for Caleb and how he does stuff. My hair is actually shit. Like, give me 5 minutes. Fuck this. Fuck this hair. Give me 5 minutes. I'm literally gonna be here. 5 minutes. It's not a presentable standard. Does too, but he denies being a Xavier main. We tease him about it all the time. Happy Easter, by the way. Yeah, happy Easter. Give me 5 minutes. I've got open mic, so I'm gonna. You might hear me in the background. I was like, my hair will be fine. It's fine. And I look at it and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It can be better. So fuck it. Xavier said underrated, honestly. I mean, the thing with me and Xavier is he's got a special place in my heart. Yeah, he's got a special place in my heart. So I would say I rank the 4, and then Xavier is in. He's out of this world, if you know what I mean. Yeah, he's got to be a special place in my heart at this point. He's too funny. Me and him are too funny together. Let's just put it that way. You know what that'll do? I need to learn how to do my hair again. Do you guys have any suggestions on how I should do my hair? It looks like exactly the same. Wow. Just a little bit puffier. Oh, bloody fuck. Anyway, hello. Welcome to stream. But it's nice to have you here, Getter, and I do love Jujutsu Kaisen. I've finished the manga and stuff, as I said last time. But we do play other games. We only do yeah, one good hair product. Fuck. Gosh darn. Fuck. Anyway. Oh. Fuck it. I'm obsessed with JJK. I am absolutely obsessed with JJK. I relate to it a lot. I feel like it resonates with me so much. I feel like it resonates with me so much to a sense that I'm like, I feel it spiritually links to how I feel and sort of understand the universe, so. Yeesh. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm just seeing if it's loaded yet. Wouldn't do the rest of the world underneath today. Have I never fallen for League of Legends? I've played it before, yeah. I played Dota as well. Dota's better, by the way. I've played League as well. I play, my main is Azir. But he's so shit in normal public game. But it is what it is. He's the most interesting character. I really like Azir. You can't pull me off that character. But yeah, I can play League. You guys like League? You want to watch me play League? I don't mind playing it. Maybe if we cover these world underneaths, I'll play a bit of League if I've got it installed or whatever downloaded. Yeah. It's in the title of the stream. But we're covering world underneath 21, 23, and 24, I believe. If you do play it on Thursdays, please. Shut up, Franzi. Honestly, Thursdays might be me and Archie playing Dota more as well, because I do need to catch up with Archie a lot more, and you know, we're good friends, so okay. Let him hit your mouth. All right, thanks BTS, appreciate you. Okay. You see this? It's okay. I mean, League is like, it's not really a good esport anymore. I think it had its moment in 2013-14. Yeah, it's... I'm playing and I'm obsessed, even though I know it's toxic as well. It's okay. I mean, League is a lot easier than what it used to be. I've played like over 500 hours of it, whatever. I've played over 10,000 probably hours of Dota in Dota 1, Dota 2. So I'd say I'm pretty good at MOBAs in general. The problem with League though is that, like, before I start this, the problem with League is that it's very restrictive in the way you play. So like, as Katie would know, you have 3 lanes, you gotta go 2 bot, 1 mid, 1 top, and then you got 1 in the jungle, right? And the problem with it is that in the first 10-15 minutes is that you kind of have to tally up who has won their lane, and whoever's won their lane, if they've won their lane more like the enemy, then you've pretty much lost. And it really relies on the jungler. So it's like, if your jungle has lost their jungle position and they have lost it, like they have no idea what they're doing, you've kind of lost the game. You've kind of lost the game. You need 2 out of the 3 lanes to win and a jungler, or you need 1 of the lanes to win and a jungler. The jungler has to win. If he does not win his lane, you will lose the game, unfortunately. In low MMR, like low ranking League, like, it's so reliant on the jungler. If he sucks or they suck, you will lose the game. So if you want to climb League and you want to do really good in League, play jungle and just win until you get out of the bracket. That's basically the strat. Anyway, we are going to be playing, and Mrs. Fullbuster's here. Hello, Mrs. Fullbuster. Good evening. We are going to be covering The World Underneath, chapters 21, 23, and 24. And then afterwards, we'll probably do something. But, oh, I wanted to cover one thing, actually. Sorry, I'm jumping again. Jumpy. I did want to look at a couple of trailers, quickly. So let's do that. So obviously it's my boy Xavier. Yeah, he's got like a new video. So should we see that? I think I've seen this one. This is the car, right? With me. No, it's not. What the fuck? Have I missed that? Is this a rerun? How have I missed this? Anyway, let's watch this quickly. Streams are for yapping, yeah. Free card.
On a night when the tide's up, anything can happen. You said you're not afraid. Stay with me.
This was free?
These scales can't protect us. They only attract our enemies.
Okay.
Humans truly are greedy. Be gentle. Are you crazy? You're not allowed to bite. Your hand, it's like an ocean.
He's just sitting there. I don't understand.
This is what happens when I let my guard.
Is he ill? Yeah, he's ill.
This human mercilessly takes advantage of me. Let me hold you like this.
Aww.
Until the tide recedes.
I guess you can tell it's free. I mean, he's got a sick day. He's just sort of sitting there, yeah. It's cute. It's cute. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This was a rerun that I did missed as well. Do you know what? During the rerun banners, maybe what we'll do, since we've caught up with all the lore, is when there's a rerun, I'll use June has kindly offered to allow me to use her account to like discover all these cards. So maybe we'll go through June's cards and we'll play through these if she has them. Because it'd be interesting to know.
A new way of saying good morning.
Like understand it more.
Good morning.
Good morning, Xavier.
My couch is comfy, isn't it? Are you gonna keep staring at me?
This is like Vogue style,
Is that all I need?
lads.
Don't you also think I'm handsome? I think I might be very close to the answer. If I'm able to see you Sunday, I'll start getting excited Thursday. Is this flower a reward? It feels more like a punishment. I find it hard not to, even if I try. And I have tried.
I've already done that Ghetto Brain, yeah.
Defeat. I've only confiscated it. I'll return it in due time.
It's fascinating when... Yeah, yeah, I don't know, I relate to Zane on another level at this point. That's pretty cute. Did I finish this? Okay. I just wanted to show you as well. Yeah, I'll give you a link. Where have I done it? When did I do it? Gosh, look at my fat face. Wow. Look, here we go. Look, ranking the lads. Here's my full 30-minute explanation of why I thought of that 4 months ago. So it's a little bit dated now, but... And then I reacted to them all. Hello, Monty. That's not Monty, that's Mummy. Hello, Mama. Where was it, guys? How far away was it? Wow, I've done a lot of YouTube videos, huh? Oh my gosh, when did I do it, huh? I don't know. Wow. It's got to be somewhere here, right? Oh my gosh, wow. I've done a lot of lads videos. Jeez Louise. Oh, here. Ranking the debut trailers. Here you go. Here. There you go, alright? Make sure you make sure you watch it. Don't worry, that wasn't the sound of an avalanche. That was my mother moving dog food, I think. It's okay, Mum. It's okay. Cool. Right, sweet. So, yeah, that was pretty far back. Let's look at Xavier's new trailer that, well, it's old, but you know what I mean. Alright, my boy, fire it up. Faint sensation.
You can go do whatever you want.
Oh. Oh.
My head hurts.
Yoga?
Stop it. You win.
This is very early on, isn't it? Oh, why is she... Oh.
I know there wasn't a specific reason this time. It's all because of a workout.
They're all so tame compared to now, don't you think? Yeah. They're so tame. They're like, tease it. Yeah. Tease it. Birthday. Yeah, I mean, they're cool. I enjoyed them. Alright then, not a problem. Cool, we're back. We're gonna do this now. Alright. Okay. Alright, sweet. Okay. Necromalia. This memory gave me deja vu, like it was run recently or it was a really relevant recently. They're doing a rerun, yeah. They're doing a rerun. Billabong's here as well. Hey, Billabong. How you doing, man? I don't know why I called you man, but you know what I mean. Hey, a person, guy. You know what I mean. Hello, friend. There you go. Got there in the end. Right, we're going to be going through Dusk to Autumn, Book 21, Chapter 4, Falling Letters. Hello, how can I help you? It's okay. No worries. Keep the change. Cool. Okay. What's it called? Dusk to Autumn. Okay, good. I'm calling you guys bro and dude. Alright. Enjoy the read-along. I'll do my best to read it for you guys nicely. I won't look at the chat and stuff too much because I know some people just listen to my voice and I talk. So, if my mother stays a little bit quiet, we should be good. Any more? Okay, action. Chapter 1. Divergence. Wow, his hair is as white as snow. I've never seen clothes like these before. They must be complicated to put on. I wonder how old he is. How did he come from? Where did he come from? He's awake. When Shibai opens his eyes, he sees faces crowded around him. Having always been the observer of humans, Shubai finds himself being observed for the first time. Curious children with varying appearances are gathered by his bedside. They speak in a language that belongs to the outside world, he observed for so long. Shubai's head dully aches as he struggles to recall everything that has happened. He was in the lecture hall to study the proper etiquette for serving the emissary. Then fierce winds arose and the sky darkened. A massive rift appeared at the junction where the fractal library branched off into different worlds. While everyone was trying to determine the cause of this new branch, Shiki called excitedly, charging into the opening. No worries, you can bake. As order gradually returned, the administrator spoke to Shubai with grave solemnity. Your reading companion has found the emissary. Your mission has begun. Afterward, Shubai gave in and followed Shiki's calls into the rift. In a whirlwind of chaos where the sky and earth seemed to spin amid howling winds and blizzards, Shubai landed on wilted grass. His head struck a tree stump, his vision went dark, and he lost consciousness while hearing Shiki's anxious howls. Now that he's awake, he finds himself surrounded by children. After going through the trouble of getting here, the first face he sees isn't the revered emissaries. Shubai wishes he could pass out again. I love how this is a Zane book. Everyone please give him some space. Don't crowd around him. He needs air to breathe. A woman approaches. She appears to be in her 40s and is wearing a white lab coat. Shubai has studied many materials about this era in preparation for meeting the emissary, so he recognizes this as a doctor's attire. Unfortunately, with no hospital name embroidered on her coat, he can't determine where he is or how far he might be from the emissary. The children obediently make way as the doctor sits next to the bed. She holds up her hands, gestures with her fingers, and speaks in a gentle voice. Hey, kiddo. How many fingers am I holding up? Shubai takes a moment to process the fact that he was called a child, and he cautiously answers this impromptu cognitive test. 7? Good. The doctor smiles at him. The wound on your forehead has been treated. Why don't you lie down for a while longer? Ignoring her suggestion, Shubai asks, what year is it now? Is the music too loud or is it okay? It's the most important question at hand. One of the children speaks. 2035. I thought I was unconscious for years, like in those TV shows. Noticing the confusion and concern in the doctor's eyes, Shubai quickly explains himself. Thankfully, TV shows were his most important resource for learning about this era. The doctor smiles, and Shubai breathes a sigh of relief. Then he asks another important question. This is Lincoln City, right? In the autumn of 2035, this timeline's emissary of the Divine should have just entered Lincoln Medical School. 3 years later, he'd relocate and attend the medical school in Skyhaven. Lincoln City? The doctor looked surprised. That's thousands of kilometers from here. When the patrolling hunters found you this morning, you were unconscious in the wasteland nearby. You were alone. The emissary isn't here. The emissary isn't here? Shubai's eyes widen, unable to believe it. Shiki's nose is more sensitive than the dog's. How could he have led him astray? Throwing aside the covers, he immediately tries to get out of bed and put on his shoes. I need to go to Lincoln City. No. The doctor's expressions become stern as she presses him back down with one hand. Her voice remains calm. You've been unconscious all day, and it's already nighttime. Wonder has emerged from the cracks in the stone walls near where you were found. The Hunters Association has temporarily designated it as a no-hunt zone. It's extremely dangerous and transportation won't resume until the alert is lifted. Will it take long? Shubai asks, lying down. His face reveals his disappointment. It's for everyone's safety, the doctor replies. She leans forward to check the bandages on his forehead and examine any wound drainage. Her ID badge slips into Shubai's view. Do you live in Lincoln City? Like it's his home? They serve the emissary of the Divine. They don't need homes. No. I am looking for someone, Shubai replies, his gaze falling on the ID badge before him. The upper left corner displays a human figure outlined in red and white lines, the symbol of doctors worldwide. In the name section, Dr. Althea. Lincoln City is huge. Who are you looking for? He's... Shubai furrows his brow and tries to recall the emissary's appearance. It has been too long since they met. Or rather, Shubai has always been a reader who learned about him through objective descriptions. He's tall, cold, and with a hard ice core. Dr. Altia blinks a few times as if trying to imagine him. Shubai stares at her expectantly. Do you know someone like that? Dr. Altia shakes her head and laughs. No, but this is the first time I've heard someone with such a description. Chapter 2. Soft and Sturdy. It's late, and all the children are asleep. Shubai, not truly a child, tosses and turns. He's unable to sleep. He quietly gets out of bed and walks to the courtyard. The moon hangs high, its light like frost, as the trees' branches near the wall droop. Crystalline dewdrops form on the leaves. September nights are heavy with dew here, and the leaves have yellowed early. It's almost like late autumn. This is unlike the library's perpetual spring, and it's the first time Shubai has seen leaves that are half green and half yellow. He can't help but stare and say hi to Princess Nana. How are you doing? Dr. Altia sits under a lamp while filling out medical records. She looks up to see him, and a hint of resignation crosses her face as she beckons. Come here. Shubai brings over a small stool and sits down. Snoring softly, Shiki is curled up at Dr. Altia's feet. The doctor peels a tangerine and carefully separates the pieces before handing them to him. There are only 2 doctors at this field hospital. In addition to Dr. Altia, whom Shubai has grown familiar with, there's also her husband, Dr. Jace. He's spending the night at the hunter's camp for a shift. Altia looks at Shubai, and her smile reaches her eyes. Our son is only a couple of years older than you. He's studying in Lincoln City. She opens her phone, selects a contact marked with an orange emoji, and scrolls through their chat to find a photo. Here. Shubai leans forward to look, and his expression freezes. No wonder Shiki ran here. In the photo, flower petals dance in the wind across a university campus. A boy who still has a boyish look carries a stack of materials that nearly reaches his chin. He's walking alone through the crowd. The students around him were older and taller. His youthful, fair face stares into the camera with wide, cat-like eyes. He looks very, very tiny, adorable, and soft, right? Altia sighs with motherly affection. He's already a teenager, but whenever I look at my Zany, I can't help but feel this way. Shubai doesn't dare to respond. He pretends his mouth is too full of mandarin orange pieces to speak. To him, this tiny, soft boy in the photo is none other than a supreme, solemnly dignified emissary of the divine. The emissary is like a blade forged from frost and snow as he stands above every world that he deserved to be erased. Tall, cold, and with a hard ice core is the only accurate description. Shubai raises his hand and taps the screen. Altia smiles and opens an album titled Zany for him. A family photo where he, as a 5-year-old, mimics his parents by clenching his little fists against his cheeks to imitate a cat. A picture of his calm, chubby 8-year-old face after winning a gold medal in a youth mathematics competition. A photograph featuring the look of wonder on his 11-year-old face while Jace lifted him onto a massive 577-kilogram pumpkin during a family outing. A recent photo where he's attending a university entrance ceremony surrounded by peers who are half a head taller than him. There are also photos of a summer night spent eating ice cream and stargazing with a neighborhood girl, as well as the frequent appearances of a woman who transformed from a young mother in her 20s to a gentle woman in her early 40s. Seeing the emissary gradually growing up with a happy expression and his mother slowly aging, Shubai feels the reality of this world for the first time. People grow old, the emissary grows up, and leaves turn yellow. I like this story. Chapter 3. Autumn's Embrace. Several weeks pass. Shubai's clothes are washed, dried, ironed, and then dirtied again from playing. Cheeky is plumper now. Finally, the alert is lifted. The Hunters Association's dispatch team conducts a thorough sweep of the surrounding areas to ensure there's no lingering danger from the Wanderers. While staying at the field hospital and waiting for transportation to resume, Shubai receives a cartoon hoodie as a replacement. It supposedly belonged to the Emissary of the Divine when he was younger. It features an angry carrot that Shubai particularly liked. According to Dr. Jace, the Emissary wasn't fond of the design, but he didn't want to disappoint his parents. So, whenever he wore this hoodie, he'd carry his backpack on his chest. Later, Dr. Jace bought him a dog head packback, which made the Emissary even more reluctant to wear it. Recently, the Emissary got tall so quickly that he outgrew the clothes entirely. Jace slaps his thigh with laughter as he tells the story. Exasperated, Altea swats Jace. He just returned from the Hunter's camp with injuries, but without even putting down his first aid kit, he's already roughhousing with the children in the courtyard. Jace especially likes to tease Shubai, who can only sit and silently fume. He repeatedly tells himself that Dr. Jace is the Emissary's father. He's the Emissary's father. Thankfully, the Emissary's personality is different from his father's. Shubai can feel how beloved the couple is in the local community. He meets a little girl wiping away her tears. She says, Grandma told me that Dr. Altea and Dr. Jace went to the market this morning to stock up for their next journey. They're not staying? It'd be nice if they did, but they're from doctors worldwide. They're only stationed here temporarily because of the sudden appearance of Wanderers and their mission to mark off the no-hunt zone. Once the magnetic field stabilizes and this area is safe, they'll leave. There are people in other places who need them. Shubai understands to an extent. Sitting on a swing in the corner of the courtyard, he moves back and forth. He notices the leaves are more yellow as they fall onto his lap. Leaves return to their roots, and life ends. Shubai picks up a crisp, fallen leaf. Time's passage, as described in books, is light when rolled between his fingers. It crumbles at the slightest touch. Now that transportation has resumed, Dr. Altea and Dr. Jace are preparing to depart. It's time for him to set off in search of the Emissary of the Divine. The distance from here to Lincoln City is vast. He needs to find the quickest route. The courtyard gate opens from the outside as the couple returns from shopping. Each carries several large bags of local specialties. For once, they aren't wearing their white coats. With sleeves rolled up, they cut pieces of colorful cardboard, fold them into perfect boxes, and place the items inside. It takes him a moment to realize that these must be what people call gifts. The gifts prepared by Altea and Jace are neatly arranged. They're awaiting to be wrapped. Altea smiles as she takes out her phone and starts a video call. Zany, dear, Dad, Mom. The call quickly connects. Shubai watches quietly, gazing at the emissary's face on the screen. It feels as though he's seen it countless times before, yet somehow this is also the first time. The emissary of the Divine walks from the laboratory to the corridor. He holds his phone and meticulously keeps his face centered in the frame with the same precision he applies to his research. Altea laughs. Hold up in the lab again? Your father and I bought some local specialties as gifts. As usual, you'll get to be the first one to pick your favorite before we give them to the other children. She turns the camera towards her husband, who's enthusiastically showcasing each gift. The emissary's answer is exactly what Shubai expected. Any of them will do. Hey, Jace responds with a playfully scolding expression. How can you say that? Altea also looks at him tenderly. Zane, everyone should have something they like the best. In the video, the emissary lowers his gaze. He appears to be considering something. Seconds pass before he offers his parents a faint smile and nods. Even after the call ends, Shubai remains puzzled. He has no favorites either. Every world's story is equally interesting, and every world's ending is the same. From a perspective that exists on a higher plane of existence, the one emotion he can never possess is preference. After dinner, Altea and Jace give the beautifully wrapped gifts to the children, who jump with excitement. Altea looks around and waves to Shubai, who has stepped outside. Shubai, come here. This is for you. I get one too? Shibai's mouth opens slightly in surprise. He doesn't belong here. Of course, Jace mimics Shibai's surprised expression. Smiling, he says, and since you're heading to Lincoln City to find someone, we've prepared snacks and travel essentials for you. A raincoat, wet wipes, a power bank. Remember to change your forehead bandages regularly. We also asked the hunter who's returning to the Hunters Association to take you to Lincoln City. That way we won't have to worry. He points to a backpack placed under the table nearby. The snacks and travel essentials he mentioned are actually a bag that's packed to the brim. Will it be too heavy? Concerned Altia touches her chin. Not really, it's better to be fully prepared. Didn't we do the same for Zane? Jace says cheerfully. Shibai catches the key word and his eyes light up. The MS, Zane used to travel like this too? Yeah, sometimes to visit us, and sometimes to travel alone. When you go to Lincoln City, you might find this useful. As Altia speaks, she takes out a neatly folded map. Shibai unfolds it to see marked routes. There are detailed notes next to each stop with handwriting that's elegant yet steadfast. First, take the bus, then the plane, the light rail, walk 3 kilometers. Why am I so American? Shibai murmurs to himself as he traces the route on the map. His eyes scan the printed information. Abbreviated place names, scale bars, shapes of regional boundaries, and the direction of every road. With the help of the handwritten notes, understanding the complex map is remarkably easy. He can instantly memorize the entire thing. Confused, Shibai points to the final section that involves traveling on foot. Wouldn't it be closer if you got off at the previous station? Why go on one station further than walk back? Because it's autumn, Altia smiles when she answers. Taking a detour from the next station as you walk through a grove of blooming osmanthus trees. Golden blossoms with each of their faint fragrances are colors and scents that only belong to autumn. No one put these things on maps. This is the kind of beauty that's only known to those who have walked the path themselves. Is beauty really important? The osmanthus trees will eventually become bare. Shibai is more confused. Altia pauses for a moment and looks at her husband. Then they both laugh simultaneously. Zane once said almost the exact same thing, Jace says somewhat wistfully. When he was little, the only time he ever came to us with a question about school was when his teacher commented that his narrative essay lacked emotion. We tried to help him figure it out, but he still couldn't understand. Then one day he accidentally missed his stop, discovered the grove of osmanthus trees, wrote about it in his essay, and earned an A+ for the first time. Huh? How can someone with a meticulous, flawless mind as an emissary miss a stop? And what did that have to do with beauty and emotion? Seeing Shibai's confusion, Altia doesn't continue to explain. She just gently strokes his hair and says, during your trip to Lincoln City, you have the perfect opportunity to see it for yourself. Thank you, Monty. Chapter 4. Falling Letters. Before departing, Shibai changes back into the clothes he arrived in and runs up to Altia. He places a note in her palm with handwriting like little sketches. I asked the hunter about the proper format for an IOU. I'll repay you tenfold for the expenses during my stay. Jace leans in to examine it. Whoa! This isn't an IOU you should sign willy-nilly. But all the books I read say that one should repay a drop of kindness with a fountain of gratitude, Shibai recites earnestly. When others are good to me, I should give them appropriate compensation so we don't owe each other anything. I calculated everything last night. You gave me ointment, snacks, the angry carrot hoodie, travel expenses to Lincoln City. Jace quickly interrupts him. Why are you listing everything? Altia's eyes crinkle with amusement as she takes out her pen, makes a few changes to the IOU, and hands it back to Shibai. If you must satisfy your sense of fairness, then help us with something. The medical school isn't far from the grove. Could you please deliver Zane's gift for us? Attached to the gift is a note that says the following. Dad and Mum's favorite. will always be zany. Dear passengers, we're approaching Lincoln University. Those who are exiting at this stop, please prepare to disembark. As the train announcement resounds, Shubai is jolted awake. Looking out the window, he can see a faint golden hue stretching into the distance. Getting off at this station will lead him to the emissary. Going to the stop after will take him to the edge of the grove of Osmanthus trees, and he will need to walk back 3 kilometers through that golden landscape. After autumn is winter, the most fundamental, inescapable truth of the world materializes as a real landscape in Shubai's mind for the first time. By then, the branches will be bare, people will wear thick clothes, and snow will cover everything. But Shubai also knows that after countless cycles of wintry chill and summer heat, autumn harvest and winter dormancy, eventually, the world will exhaust its last bits of vitality for change. Spring will no longer bring forth new green, thunderstorms will no longer roar, and there will be no more mothers growing old, nor children growing tall. When the last fallen leaf turns to soil, the emissary will appear. He will bring an end to that world without any hesitation. It will be as nonchalant as brushing off a speck of dust from his shoulder. He did it for every other world Shubai had read about in books. Did the emissary imagine it this way too? That every place he experiences will eventually become one he must destroy? Shubai recalls how, before departing, he is asked Altia why the emissary missed his stop. Her gentle sigh drifted away with the breeze. Early last autumn we moved. The changing of seasons, even when written in vast, endless stories, would be glossed over in a single glance. They carry no emotion or meaning, yet someone who never made mistakes was momentarily lost in thought and missed his stop. He walked into a grove of Osmanthus trees he was never supposed to enter. What his pen recorded was autumn, and what was etched on paper was a farewell. Shiki, hidden in the backpack, lets out a small yelp. Shubai hurries just before the doors closed. Standing on the platform, he looks back one last time towards the direction of the grove of Osmanthus trees. This journey ends here. His mission is to find the emissary of the divine, and he must remind him of his duty, to let go of seasons destined for destruction and to never miss his stop again. Behind him, the train rushes past. Its melodious announcement gradually fades away. We look forward to seeing you again. I love the world underneath. They're so good. I love the world underneath. Don't you think they're good? I love reading them. I hope I read it okay as well. I love reading these to you guys. I love reading them myself. It's just really allows us to get into the zone. Okay. Drink. Hydrate, you bastard. Hydrate. Okay.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Thank you very much, Banshee. I will hydrate the bastard. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow, I really like that one. I felt like I was missing Zane for a while. I was thinking, yeah, we've read quite a few, and I haven't had one about Zane in a while. And there it was. So I'm guessing this one was Raphael, this one was Zane. I'm guessing this one is... What's that? Wow, this is probably Xavier, right? Or was this Xavier? I can't remember. No, this was Xavier. So this is Silas. Silas? Right. Oh! I love this song. Okay. Beyond Survival. Book 23, World Underneath. Chapter 1. Art of Survival. After spending years on Earth, Maya still hasn't shaken a certain habit. Whenever the doorbell rings, his muscles tense and he slips into battle readiness. As an astral enforcer, he learned that a bell usually means trouble. A warning before things go sideways. It could mean you need to perform an emergency warp to dodge cosmic radiation, or your warp coordinates suddenly shift, and you'll be flung into uncharted space. Is this... Oh, it's Silas. Sometimes it means the #1 fugitive on his list, Silas, shows up in exactly the wrong stretch of the galaxy. When the criminal who had vanished for a long time appeared, almost within reach, Maya didn't hesitate. He followed Silas to Earth, a place where a bell can mean more than just danger. Restarting data protocol. Please wait. Maya puts the repaired power core back into the mechanical sentinel's eye socket. These machines, custom built to hunt Silas, stand silent beside his workbench. Ever since the failed ambush in the N109 zone, he's been studying ways to enhance their capabilities. The doorbell continues to ring as Maya draws the curtain to conceal everything. Through the peephole, he spots a familiar face. Mr. Lopez, male, 48, lives alone. He's the owner of the hardware store down the street. The shop opens at 9:10 a.m. Monday through Thursday. He visits the climbing gym across the street at 8 p.m. Friday through Sunday. His climbing skills remain at the beginning level, but he spends at least 15 minutes chatting with the climbing gym's female owner. Statistical analysis shows a 66.7% chance he ends the conversations with good night, and a 33.3% chance of see you tomorrow. He lives next door. Earthlings would say he and Mr. Lopez are neighbors. On Philos, Maya never... Oh, Philos says Silas and Xavier connecting. On Philos, Maya never met his neighbors. People kept their distance and avoided close relationships with anyone. This even applied to blood relatives. On his first day as an astral enforcer, he was taught that desire and emotions are primitive, human flaws that only hinder Philos' new humans from advancing. So when it comes to someone stopping by for no apparent reason, Maya has already drawn his conclusion. This Earthling is acting abnormally, and he must have ulterior motives for approaching him. A colleague? A rival? Or one of Silas's underlings? Perhaps the climbing gym around the corner served as his intel exchange location. Either way, he's nothing but trouble. With 3 security chains on the door, Maya conceals a pocket pistol behind his back and slightly opens the door. Hey, Maya. Sorry to bother you again. Furrowed brows, fidgeting hands, Maya has thoroughly internalized an Earthling behavior analysis manual. He quickly assesses his neighbor's psychological state. 3 parts nervous, 3 parts awkwardness, and 3 parts ulterior motives. As for the remaining part, noticing the peculiar pink flush creeping from his neighbor's ears, Maya frowns. This Earthling has never shown signs of shyness in front of him before. His neighbor mumbles, excuse me. Then he holds up a heart-shaped LED sign. There's a small problem with this thing, and I, can't find my reading glasses. I was, wondering if you could, fix it. Is this Mr. Lopez? This is Mr. Lopez, isn't it? Okay, well, let's just continue. Staring at the flickering LOV and the dim E on the sign, Maya quickly lists possible uses for this LED sign. Given how simple his neighbor's daily routine is and how he knows very few people, there can only be one possibility. You want to give this to someone at the climbing gym? Oh! The neighbor... I'm going to give him a different voice. Oh! The neighbor clutches the door frame as the redness from his ears spread across his face. After removing the E from the sign, Maya determines that some of the LED bulbs have short-circuited, as well as Monty. Her birthday is next Saturday. I plan to order a cake in advance and take this sign to the gym to meet her. His neighbor rambles on about his confession plans. I'm not exaggerating, but she is the most beautiful person at the gym. Whenever I go, I spot her immediately. She has more energy than everyone else. While focused on replacing the LED bulbs, Maya spares a thought for the woman his neighbor keeps mentioning. Female, 53, lives alone. She's the owner of the climbing gym around the corner. Significantly older than 99% of the gym members, yet possesses superior physical fitness. The only person at the gym who could compete a V10! That's a big score! That's a big difficulty level in bouldering, if you guys don't know. Climbing route. No, I can't order a cake. The neighbor suddenly shakes his head. She's cutting back on sugar lately. It's 30% gym, 70% diet. Maybe I should make her a beef tartare instead. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. He nods only to shake his head again moments later. I'm still hesitant about going. She has a great personality with so many friends. I'm just one of the most ordinary among them. Seemingly dissatisfied with himself, he looks a little dejected. Meyer, you think you'll accept my feelings? The room falls silent. On Earth, a confession might mark the beginning of a relationship or toll the death knell for a crush. The very concept is interwoven with countless stories, but in the harsh Philosian laws, these sorts of confessions are explicitly prohibited. Why is Philos connected to Silas? Interestingly, crushes, admiration, and romantic love are condemned as grave sins, and jurisprudence is cold and absolute. Emotions are poisonous seeds of desire. Once they germinate, they allow the flaws buried deep within one's genes to corrode the soul's purity and ignite the fires of chaos. He's always been from Philos? What the fuck? Once they germinate... What? Sorry, I need to lock in. I'm gonna what the fuck after. They're just the most dangerous interstellar fugitive, Silas. The man Maya has spent his entire life hunting. Maya offers no answer because discussing such matters can send him to a space-time prison. He'll end up as an astral enforcer who was promoted to a temporal inmate. It's fixed. It's fixed. That was quick. His neighbor immediately steps forward and turns on the sign. The 4 letters flash in alternating garish light. Great! I'm sure she'll be happy to see this. When she encourages those young people worn down by the daily grind, she holds up a sign that says, "Once more, with feeling!" Meyer thinks the climbing gym owner will smile from just seeing his neighbor show up. Objectively speaking, anyway. Thanks, Meyer. However, just as Meyer is about to usher him out, his neighbor clings to the doorframe. By the way, I noticed how you're always by yourself. Wouldn't you like some Before his neighbor can finish, Meyer hastily says goodbye and closes the door. Compared to useless emotional entanglements, he has more important matters to attend to as an astral enforcer. Back behind the curtain, Maya tests the masked Sentinel's power core once more. With a final low hum, these weapons designed specifically to counter Silas enter combat mode. 3 days ago, Maya learned that Silas is planning a major operation next week. The rumors were wildly exaggerated. There was a talk of the strikes and talking all 4 in one go. Whatever it was, it appeared he was heading to Lincoln City for something monumental. After working around the clock for 3 days, Maya upgraded the power cores of these weapons. Now they await the opportunity to face Silas once again. At present, Maya sits at his workbench. Pen in hand, he analyzes the possible motives behind Silas's actions. 1. Hunting Day's new round at the nest. 2. The Hunters Association's recent movements. Speaking of the Hunters Association, Maya recalls the ambush at the N109 zone. Back then, there was a girl beside Silas. Someone Maya spotted near the Hunter Association. Maya narrows his eyes. After another round of rigorous analysis, he crosses out the newly written item on the list. 3. That girl. After all, Silas is a fiend who constantly plots strikes and moves that can take all 4 in one go. Even if it involves her, it's just another one of Silas's strategies to achieve his goals. Chapter 3. Insight. 1 week later, at the border between the N109 zone and Lincoln's Imperial Ring district, a motorcycle speeds past. Dark figures crouching in the bushes silently transform into shadows trailing behind him. Meanwhile, Maya sits in a cafe and monitors everything remotely. The Nest, the Hunters Association. He already positioned surveillance devices at every possible destination Silas might visit. This ensures he can be intercepted no matter where he goes. However, he watches Silas make an unexpected detour to a beverage shop. This is to throw off surveillance. Maya continues to stare at the screen. 5 minutes later, Silas emerges with 2 cups of milk tea. Was he just thirsty? But why 2 drinks? Perhaps he's heading to an Intel exchange location first. Maya watches as Silas stops in front of a vintage vinyl record store. A quarter of an hour later, he walks out with an elegantly packaged box containing a record. Records? Seems to be an ancient medium that Earthlings use to store music. Maya has reached a conclusion. This must be a new Intel exchange location. After all, the record store is in a strategic position as it sits on the border between the N109 zone and Lincoln City. It's ideal for recruiting new factions from this grey zone. Just as he's getting a clear view of the record, Silas is holding the target. Just as he's getting a clear view of the record Silas is holding, the target suddenly stops beside his motorcycle. Maya's breath stops for a second as Silas makes eye contact with him. 3 seconds later, Silas looks away. Continuing his silent observation, Maya's palms are already clammy. Silas didn't do anything. But what was that about? Has he been compromised? Silas starts his motorcycle while a masked sentinel is surrounded by curious pedestrians. It paces back and forth, trying to leave the crowd, but the onlookers are more serious. Hey, these mechanical components are intricate. Look at the joint movements and bionic structure. I heard Ever was about to release a new generation of caretaker AI. Is this it? Cybereltica is a win for everyone. That face needs a redo though. It's too dark and gives me the creeps. Maya's head starts to hurt. Exploratory desire and curiosity, emotions equally forbidden in Philios, are now allowing him to truly understand their detrimental effects. They obstruct objectives and desecrate order, although using suppression tactics against civilians doesn't align with his usual approach. It's a necessary price to pay for hunting Silas right now. Clear the area. Maya issues the command without any hesitation. 3 seconds. 30 seconds. 3 minutes. Nothing happens except for the remote surveillance feed going black. As the crowd disperses, sweat forms on Maya's temples. He hurriedly activates the backup power supply, restores the real-time surveillance feed to assess the situation, and checks the power core. But he's too late. Staring at the motionless masked sentinel, Maya grits his teeth. The power core's combat module was destroyed 3 minutes and 5 seconds ago. After convulsing briefly, the sentinel collapses to the ground. Whoa! It dances? Why is it lying down now? Oh, it's broken. Boring. Let's go. Through gaps in the dispersing crowd, Maya spots a motorcycle heading towards Lincoln City, or Tower. A black crow circles overhead and lets out a shrill caw in Maya's direction. Then the bird departs with his master. Maya slams his coffee cup on the table and follows them. Chapter 4. Earth-shattering crisis. Inside the mall, parents carry their children, friends walk side by side, and everyone moves casually. Their gazes never linger on strangers for more than a second. Maya begins to doubt himself. Where was the transaction? The armed confrontation? Has Silas spotted him and changed destinations at the last minute? And he catches the sight of that figure again at the escalator. After checking the arsenal stuffed in his pockets countless times, Maya cautiously follows. Hugging the wall, he arrives at his destination, the entrance of Twinkle Toys, limited time pop-up store. 10 meters away, Maya finally detects vigilance and seriousness on Silas's face. Except it's directed at the claw machine. The hunter girl stands besides him. She's not wearing her sleek battle uniform today. Instead, she's hugging a fluffy, sunny dino while staring intently at the claw machine in front of her. The girl says something to Silas. He responds with a slight smile before bending down to insert a token into the claw machine. The lights flash as the machinery charges. Silas grips the joysticks, moves the claw, and presses the button in one fluid motion. He gets nothing. Another token goes into the claw machine. This is just like Xavier. Maya notices the thin wisps of black-red mist swirling around the claw. That's Silas's Evo, which is powerful enough to devastate an entire planet. When he sees this Evo be used, Maya reaches for the weapon in his pocket. But the most dramatic thing that happens next is the plushie falling as the claw moves. It's followed by the claw machine emitting a sound effect to signify failure. After a third unsuccessful attempt, Maya catches a glimpse of something small and fleeting on Silas's face. A flash of defiance and heartbreak. That's unexpected. An earth-shaking revelation strikes him. If his colleagues find out that his fugitive, legendary for committing atrocities without batting an eye, can make such an expression at a claw machine on Earth, who knows how many more interstellar horror stories beginning with Silas would proliferate. Maya watches as the girl gives Silas a playful poke. She's seemingly gloating about the rare plushie she clawed out earlier. Silas says nothing. He lowers his gaze, raises his hand, and gently flicks her forehead. Maya recognizes an emotion on their faces. It's the same one he saw on his neighbor's face during his weekend visits to the climbing gym. So the strikes in the intel are actually about a pop-up store, taking all 4 in one go, meant getting 4 different colored plushies, and the major operation is actually a date? Maya remains confused.
Boom, bitches!
Fucking hell. I don't remain confused, but that was the 800 follow. Thank you, Market610, for the 800 follow. That scared the shit out of me. So the strikes in the intel are actually about a pop-up store. Taking all 4 in one go meant getting 4 different colored plushies. And the major operation is actually a date? Maya remains confused. Wait, is it a follow on Twitch or on... Is it YouTube? I think it's YouTube. Man, we actually went down in followers. We had 699, now we have 698. What the hell? That was on... Wow. Well, we went down loads on followers. Like 3. Oh well. It was not the 800 follow. It's not. It's 698. Thank you for the 698 follow. We've got 2 more left now. Where am I? Careful, it's actually a date. Careful plushies is inside the claw machine, and they seemingly mock Maya and all his preparations. Yeah, it happens. He pulled out all the stops to counter this fugitive's evil, and his target uses evil on a mole's claw machine. The girl goes to the counter to buy more tokens. Meanwhile, Maya feels the intense sensation of being watched. He sees Silas stroll towards his hiding place. In his left hand, he still carries the 2 unfinished cups of milk tea, while his right hand reaches towards his pants pocket. Of course, everything had been a part of Silas's disguise. Now he's finally revealing his true intentions. Stepping back, Maya quickly adopts a defensive stance, his mind running through countless possibilities of what weapon Silas might pull out. As beads of sweat form on his temples, he feels a mixture of thrill and trepidation, unlike anything he's experienced before. Unlike the red dot marks Silas on the interstellar map and the figure seen through a monitor, it's a face-to-face showdown. 10 meters. 5 meters. 3 meters. Silas pulls out a coin. Silas holds the coin between 2 fingers. Silas tosses the coin. And a micro bomb disguised as a coin? A regional mind control device? Or is it a listening device? Maya ducks and rolls, but before he can congratulate himself on dodging the attack, something hits his right knee. Pain and numbness shoot through him. He's forced to fall to his knees. Ah! The culprit is a token bearing the Twinkle Toys logo. It spins on the ground, to be exact. It spins in the spot where he once stood. It's untouched by anything else. Frozen in a pose more ridiculous than most plushies, Maya watches as Silas turns and walks away. He returns to the girl's side. He hasn't said a word throughout the entire encounter, as if he was disturbed by someone insignificant. He just sent a warning. Whoever it was should take the hint and choose another day to visit. It won't just be a token flying their way. With the marked sentinel no longer by his side, Maya feels there's no need to continue. Silas's schedule today revolved around a single concept: a date. The banner with big news at the dessert counter catches his eye. In the past, Maya would have scoffed. How could this possibly count as big news? Physical pleasures are more trivial than a speck of dust. But now, his mind is blank. This fruitless pursuit finally made Maya realize something. He never truly understood this earth. Where to eat, what to wear, and what games to play are considered matters of great importance. Naturally, he also never understood Silas, the man who chose to become a fiend while destroying and leaving Philos behind, who rejected everything it stood for. Chapter 5: Way of Life. After giving up the pursuit, Maya returns to the record store and purchases the same vinyl record as Silas. He hopes to gain new intel about Silas from it. By becoming more familiar with his opponent, He'll gain an advantage for his next operation. However, once the record is brought home, he discovers that the second-hand record player he acquired is broken. The same man who remains composed when facing lethal weapons is at a loss before a turntable that won't spin properly. After repeatedly searching for fixes and failing to find one, Maya finally knocks on his neighbor's door. He vaguely recalls that the man had a record player tucked in the corner of his hardware store. "Ah, it's an easy fix." The neighbor enters Maya's apartment and begins tinkering with the record player. Looking at the climbing chalk that still lingers on his neighbor's hands, Maya remembers that the man planned to confess his feelings at the climbing gym yesterday. "Did she smile when she saw your light display?" Maya asks. "Huh? Oh, bad." Before he continues, the needle falls and classical music gently fills the air. There's no intel as Maya had hoped. It's an ordinary record, and the soft melody is unlike anything from Philos. "I gave her the beef tartare, but I left the sign at home," the neighbor says while patting his somewhat soft limbs. "I'm not quite there yet. At least, I should wait until I can climb V10 with her. That would probably increase my chances. She has lots of friends and others look at her with the same gaze as yours." Oh, fuck. She has lots of friends and others look at her with the same gaze as yours. Someone else might confess to her while you wait. If she accepts someone else's confession, it means she likes them too. The neighbor rubs the fabric of his pants and gazes out the window. He's looking at the street corner. Isn't that wonderful? When the person you like also feels the same way. That's the best feeling in the world. You don't want to have her? Where did you learn that phrase? It's not about having her. It's about being with her, living together and dreaming of a future together. But I want her to be happy, joyful, fulfilled. That's more important. This is something Maya didn't expect. Loving her made me fall in love with rock climbing, the neighbor says. He's made himself out at home on Maya's sofa. My weight loss is starting to show results and my high blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol are going down. Falling in love with a wonderful person is beautiful in itself. As for whether we end up together, well, you can't force these things. According to Philos' doctrine, a person in love would be governed by their greed, selfishness, and desires. It'd lead them to possess the other person and take endlessly. They'll forever be trapped in a downward spiral with no escape. How could such a person say something like you can't force these things? Maya is lost in thought when his neighbors pass his shoulder and he snaps back to reality. It's okay. Even if she's not in my future, I can always drag you along as my friend to go rock climbing. The record spins as classical music flows gently throughout the room. After several seconds pass, Maya finally releases his grip on the pocket pistol in his right hand, switches on the safety, and quietly hides it behind the sofa. Perhaps this is Earth's basic etiquette for treating a friend. When he sets down the gun, Maya feels something unusual stir within him. Listening to his neighbor, he's struck by a sudden urge to share his own experiences in tracking Silas. This impulse immediately confuses him. It serves no functional purpose, is completely meaningless, and can even expose his identity. But if he imagines himself as an Earthling, perhaps this is what this neighbor called friendship. This desire to show that Earthlings possess. Maya has finally turned into the same wavelength as Earthlings. They don't view possession as love's ultimate goal. They have another interpretation, being not concerned with outcomes, but with how it makes them better people. In Earthlings' eyes, having desires isn't foolish. Being controlled by those desires is what led to ruin. Here, some are governed by their desires, others master them, and a few treat desire as a spice of life for finding purpose. They gave a new name to the state of having just another desires. They call it living, eating, drinking, enjoying life, the everyday necessities of life. These are the things that truly mattered to the people on Earth. They even have a more appealing name for these perfectly balanced desires. aspirations. What's this? The neighbor rolls over on the sofa. When he pulls out a fluffy plushie from under him, his expression cycles through several emotions. Maya doesn't know how to explain himself because it's a plushie he got with that token the other day. He can't articulate the reason why. Maybe he wanted to check and see if there was something unusual about the plushies Silas obtained. Or maybe he had developed that earthling desire to snatch toys from the claw machine. Maya feels it's time to study the act of living. Since Silas has chosen Earth, he would need to adopt the Earthling's ways to know his enemy as well as himself. Listening to the gentle music and having a simple friendship, Maya experiences the most peaceful rest he has had since arriving on Earth. Ta-da! That's cute, isn't it? You don't see a side of Silas where he's like a bit of despair in him, you know. Can't. It's a tradition. Like Theodosians just can't do the claw machine. Clearly, that's cute. That's really cute. I really like that one. They're all such good written stories. Really, really. Rain's Embrace. Rain's Embrace. But they're all such great stories to listen towards. What am I doing? Bloody bust. Yeah, it's Caleb for sure. It's the other one, sorry. No, it's not this one. It's not this one. It's falling for you. It's falling for you. Oh, look who's in my cafe. Yeah, it's Caleb. I've not done this. Wow, interesting. This will be interesting. Well, I didn't know we'd be doing a Bond today, but here we are. We're doing a Bond. You guys enjoying this? You guys enjoying the read along? It's been fun. I'm enjoying it. Bond is really good. Everything about Caleb is good. I feel like all of Caleb's cards, memories, Kindles, stories has always been like top tier. They've been really good. They've been really fun. So that was a really nice story with Silas and the plushie. Honestly, I didn't. It seemed like it was going through to Silas's, but I just didn't expect it. Like plushie, claw machine, like it was great. It was great. Anyway, Bond. Rain's Embrace. Old days. During college, a high school friend asked for old group photos for a memory album. When I met home to look through the albums, one was missing. With Caleb home on break, I had him help me look for it. Should we just let it run first? We'll let it load. We'll let it load. We'll let it load. I can hydrate. Okay, I almost missed my mouth. That was kind of crazy. Let it run. Let it run. I'm enjoying reading these books. I feel great. Okay. Ready? Let's do it. Wow, it's still loading. Bloody bastard. Oh gosh. No, I want it to be smooth. Give it time. Yeah, give it time. Not quit the screen. Okay, thank you, Kiri. Thank you, Kiri. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, let's play some music whilst we're waiting. Man. Anyone gonna go to karaoke this Sunday? Anyone? Anyone? Is it loading yet?
Caleb.
Oh, it's voiced! Fuck yeah! Give me a break from my throat. My throat's feeling a little bit
Hydrate, you bastard!
harsh.
Hydrate!
I'm hydrating, you bastard. I'm hydrating. Fuck. I forget Bonds are the only ones that are fully voiced. Now,
Did you find it?
give it a little bit longer. Yeah, Bonds and main story. Bitchy man. Hope you guys don't mind the intermissionary BTS. Why is your Mew Mew so laggy? I'm not doing anything. It's... I don't know. I've checked the settings as well. What are you doing? You know what, Franzi? Maybe I'm just streaming a lot of stuff. You better get your mouse. Okay, let's try now. It's smooth now, see?
You sure?
See? Just have to be patient, Kiri Franzi. See, look, did you hear? See how smooth it is now? Yeah.
Sure you didn't lose it when you moved into your dorm? You climbed up
only
pretty
joking.
high. Don't stumble and fall.
Let's just autoplay this, come on. I'm not reading it.
Just tried a box, but still haven't found it.
I'm doing it
Why
on
do you need our
purpose.
high school photo album anyway?
Planning get-togethers is tough after graduation, so I want to make a commemorative album.
Also, wait, can I just
Keep
say?
looking then.
So she gets a full, like... She gets a full 3-4 seconds to read her line. And then in any Kindle I have to read, it's like, rap God Nate right now. Say that line. Rap it, you know?
And while you do that, I'm gonna flip through this notebook. Hold on. A count book? Since when did you keep a budget as a kid?
A count book? Crap! It's the grudge ledger with all the times Caleb didn't play games with me, wouldn't help with my homework, and stole my candy. Where did you get that? You better not read it.
Why not,
Give it to me.
though? I'm gonna open it right now.
Wait, Richard! Hey, Richard! Richard! I'm gonna open it! Richard! That's made my day. I'm gonna
Caleb,
open
you
it.
Should have come down sooner.
Richard. What the hell? That
So many
changed.
gray clouds. I guess the storm's brewing.
Is this the what? Is this the bit where he's like, "I'm your Gurga, I'm your brother, but not your brother," and Yeah, I bet
Yeah,
it is.
you're right. Let's wait until it's sunny outside.
Or we can do it now. We need to move this stuff first. The album might be on the shelf behind it.
Don't worry. I'll deal with it. You've been free as a bird after you went to college. I bet you already forgot where everything is since you were gone.
This
for
is the
so
whole
long.
thing that I was trying to do on the trailer.
It wasn't intentional. My classmates and I planned a trip for our last break. And before that was a club event.
I know. Our pipsqueak is all grown up. You have your own world now.
Caleb, did you wipe dirt on my face again?
What the frick? That was quick.
The skylight is...
Caleb?
Hmm?
Remember when I got locked in the attic as a kid? I was trapped here until late at night. I thought everyone forgot about me, but you came to my rescue.
Oh yeah. I forgot that even happened. You actually remember that? Here comes the downpour. We should head downstairs. Crap! Hey, watch out.
That was dangerous.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. What about you? You didn't bump your head or anything.
Used gravity to hold it down.
No, I'm okay.
Hey, Anna, you alright?
The door. So, great. Over a decade later, I find myself locked in here again.
Even if Gran got a new lock to keep you out of the attic, this is kinda overkill. Hey, where's your phone?
I left it downstairs. This attic and I just don't get along. I always end up stuck in this place. You were able to rescue me from outside before, but now we're both trapped.
I remember there being a set of wrenches in here. Let me look.
Don't worry. Worst case scenario, Grandma comes back tomorrow to save us.
It's interesting to
I
watch
can't
it's such
wait
a
that
long
long.
Kindle.
Caleb, why are you more anxious than me? Are you afraid of the dark?
I don't want the same thing to happen to you again. Actually, I remember everything. Even how frustrated you were as you curled up in the corner. Tears streamed down your face.
You don't need to remember all those details. How are you holding up? You finally got a break only to end up trapped in the attic with me. Today's just not your day, Caleb.
I wouldn't think of it that way. Who knows? Maybe I dragged you into some trouble before.
What? When? You look me in the eyes and tell me. Right now.
Why do I need to do that? You got something in your eye?
It's so nice listening to such a long Kindle like this with the MC voice.
Caleb, what are you doing?
Looking at you. Duh. Didn't you always stare at me when we were kids? Why are you avoiding me right now?
Just you wait.
Oh, that's why he says, why are you avoiding me right now? See, it's not as bad. Like, in the trailer, it just made no sense.
Okay,
That makes so much
okay.
sense now. Hey, Star Tiny Army. Hi.
So, I might have been the reason why you got locked in the attic back then.
Ooh,
What?
bombshell.
When we had just moved here, the bullies and I didn't really get along. And one day they showed up at our doorstep. I was afraid they would try to mess with you, so I made up an excuse to send you to the attic. You would be safe at least, and not anywhere near them.
What?
What?
Where was the
You
mama?
actually locked me in the attic on purpose?
Damn, brother.
Don't get the wrong idea, Pipsqueak. I planned to let you out after I dealt with those guys, but I got carried away. They insisted I become their leader. We were walking around together.
So you decided to play with your new friends while I was locked in the attic?
Well, we ran into a group of kids from across the street. They were looking for trouble.
So he just
I
beat
took
up
care
some
of
more
them.
kids.
It got crazy. I couldn't come home.
In other words, Caleb, you locked me in the attic, and then you went
Yeah.
off into battle?
Yeah, what's going on here?
You don't have to say it like that. I mean...
Yeah, you're being an ass. You don't want to bring me along.
Excuses, excuses. You just didn't want to bring me along.
Why would I bring you with me? You'd be the first to rush in, unaware of how badly you could get hurt.
That doesn't mean I'll lose. Besides, you never let me try. You always treat me like a kid, but I'm an adult now. I can even beat up some of the boys during training.
No matter how old you are, I'll always look out for you. What if you get bullied? Or what if there's an emergency?
You're underestimating
Weird
me again.
dialogue, I'm
I
not
don't
gonna lie.
need you to protect me.
Is that so? Well, prove it. If you can beat me, then I'll believe you're capable of standing on your own 2 feet. And whatever happens to you is none of my business. Come on. Let me see what you've learned while I was away. I'll even go easy on you. I'll only use one hand.
Fine, but you can't whine if you lose.
Oh boy.
You're strong, but only to an extent. Now what? You want to go again?
I held myself back because I felt bad that you got locked in here with me.
Again.
You...
Okay.
Give up yet?
As if. Caleb, you... Why?
Scared? Even when you're like this, you say you don't need me. You've left home and seen the world. What's next? You're gonna leave everything behind?
I'm not sure about this
What are you
bond.
even talking about? Leave behind what? Let go.
You're stubborn. Remember when you held my hand? You even let me stay by your side. Now you're an adult. Does that mean you're ready to let go of my hand?
Caleb.
It won't be long until you're in a faraway place. And I'll be... And... you... Right. I forgot. You're not a little kid who needs to be protected anymore. It's me who can't let go. I want to keep you in a world where it's just the 2 of us. Don't be scared. It's okay now. Let me protect you. I can guarantee this will be the last time.
I'm a bit perplexed by this, to be honest.
I won't lock you in again. This is my promise to you. Shh. Sleep now. After you wake up, I'll let you go.
And there was the first...
The storms that
first-
you encounter in the future. They shouldn't exist in this world.
What a strange bond. Oh, it carries on.
Cheer up. We'll see each other again during our next break, right?
But you were only here for a few days. I'll miss you.
In that case, how about I take you to Skyhaven for our next vacation? Deal?
Promise you won't forget.
Damn, even she was rap god there.
Last night's downpour is probably the final one for the summer.
Yeah, and since the rain is gone, leaves will start to fall.
I guess it's about time we fixed up this old house. That way,
Mm-hmm. It's the first
when there's
time.
another storm, at least we'll have a home, a place to return to and hide in together.
What a weird bond. I knew it was weird from the trailer, but that was pretty weird. Like, the way it was paced. Like, does he have the Turing chip now in that brain of his? Because he was very, like, schizo there. No chip. He's just weird. Okay. There's not even a chip in his head. He's just weird. Okay. That's interesting. The way he talked and stuff, it was almost like he already had a Turing chip in his head. Like, he couldn't remember about when, you know, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I mean... I don't know, I think... it was good, but I just feel like it was really weirdly directed in English. I won't lie. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Like... I just didn't get it. He was lying. It was just a bit weird. Just even without the voice acting, it's just weird how he's like... He's just weirdly paced. Like, she's like fiddling with his face, and then he's like really serious, and then he's like this, and then like, yeah, it's just... I don't know. I don't even think I would like the Asian one, the Asian Chinese one. I just don't think I like the whole, because I understand the differences in the Chinese one and stuff. I don't know. It just didn't vibe with me that personally. It was just kind of like, it was too dramatic. It was very playful and then got very dramatic, and then it was just kind of like, I don't know. He is a Gemini. Geminis don't act like that, you know. When you have two sides of you, it's not normally like this face, and then as soon as I turn this face, I'm like a different person. You know, it's I don't know, it's very strange. That was the most yandere we have seen him though, yeah. Yes it is. What, like right in... So if I was Gemini on stream, 5 minutes in, I'll be like this, and then like as soon as I can just flip the switch. Damn. I don't think it is like that. No, I disagree. I disagree. Right, I'm gonna go for a break. But we're gonna read this next, okay? I'll be back, I'll be back. You grew up with 3 Geminis, they're all crazy. Okay, anyway. I'm back. Hello. You guys ready for the last one? Okay. Last one. Okay, yeah, Isan. Crease. Book 24 of World Underneath. Chapter 1. Daily Circle. The notification sounds from Daily Circle are continuous. Lexi's favorite boy, Gideon, stares at his phone and springs up from his chair. I didn't change a single word except the title. How can their reactions be so different? Patrick, who's changing into his uniform, nudges Gideon back down with his arm. I told you, the guy in your lower bunk is what brings all the traffic to Daily Circle. 2 days ago at midnight, Patrick returned from an emergency mission. He held up fresh ingredients in front of Caleb while asking for a late-night meal. Their dorm quickly became a hub, with other boys showing up with bowls in hand. Many colleagues from neighboring dorms were drawn in by the aroma, but the chicken wings Patrick brought back weren't enough. Gideon rolled his eyes and told everyone to follow his account. My heart soars on Daily Circle. It's the DAA's internal forum. That's where he regularly shares the dorm's secret recipes. Then he politely closed the door. After leaving the final chicken wing bone spotless, Gideon, and for the umpteenth time, makes a declaration. I have a feeling this post will go viral. Then he tapped the send button with confidence. 2 days later, he achieved a grand total of 2 replies and 3 likes. I told you, if you change dormitory confessions to DAA Heartthrob, your notifications will blow up. Oh, that's probably Patrick. Why won't you believe me? Who the hell is talking? Whenever you wanted to look up stuff like making ginger taste good or removing the bitterness from bitter melon, we acted as his guinea pigs since we were university students. Do you want the clicks or the credit? Faced with Patrick's soul-searching question, Gideon blinks and opens the edit page. If I hesitate for a second, it'd be disrespectful to myself. If I choose the clicks, I might go viral. If I choose the credit, I'll be second place at best compared to him. Send! Why do I low-key sound like Gideon? Well... a chuckle drifts over from the nearby lower bunk. Gideon is about to question why he sounded sarcastic, wondering if it's because the top 3 spots are held by the same person, when notifications start appearing. Huge pancake tunnel. I scrolled past this before without really looking, but once I thought of DAA Heartthrob, I got excited. I didn't know OP is DAA Heartthrob's roommate. My heart soars, OP. Reply. If you're excited, you can get in some extra training. Midnight melancholy keyboard. The DAA Heartthrob posted a new recipe. Check it out. Bing, 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 bing. I'm the one who posted it. Look at the ID. Midnight melancholy keyboard. Anomalies in Deep Space One are more frequent this year. When we're busy, we can't make it to the dining hall during business hours. Luckily, I followed the DAA's Heartthrob's advice and bought a 4-in-1 multi-cooker that fries, boils, braisers, and deep fries. Now I can always have a hot meal. Gideon. I'm the one who posted the link. Can't carry anymore. What caught my attention is that you can actually ask the dining hall for ingredients. I've been going to the East District supermarket to buy frozen stuff this whole time. Great to rock. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's creatine time. I'm sorry, we have a very important announcement to make. I like creatine scoop. Come on, Francie. Do it with me. Anyway, my mouth is a little bit powdery right now. Can you hear it? Oh, yeah. So sorry. I'm so sorry. I won't do that again today. Okay. I love that gif. That gif kills me. That gif sends me like crazy. Right. I know, right? Your DAA Heartthrob has high standards for cooking. He won't accept anything but fresh ingredients. I don't know how he does it, but he can charm Weber from the kitchen with just a few words. Is Weber the bald guy from the East District dining hall? I want to try it too. Let me give you some advice. Don't mention it here around Weber. Don't mention hair around Weber. A pilot who can't cook isn't a good boyfriend. I'm learning. I'm on leave next time. I'll show off my skills to my girlfriend. Who the fuck is talking? Oh, it's this guy. Bastard bitch. Sword-wielding scholar reply. We know. Get lost. Our DAA heartthrob. Papa Apple is better than you. He's just thinking about his DAA's colleagues' stomachs. But I'm the one thinking about you guys. I'm mostly thinking about Miss Apple. Fucking hell, this is so confusing who's talking. The DAA heartthrob has appeared. Got it. One has a girlfriend and another has someone special. Both have precious people at home, unlike the lonely single people like me and OP. Why are you dragging me into this? You don't have anything else to do, Gideon? Patrick refreshes the comment section in real time. You're replying to every comment. That's nothing compared to the DAA heartthrob. He only picks the one he wants to reply to. Gideon scoffs, grabbing a pillow from his chair and hurling it towards the bed. The pillow is suspended in midair before floating over to gently smack Gideon's face. Let's go. The award ceremony is about to start. Patrick adjusts his uniform in the mirror. Then he helps straighten the back part of Gideon's collar. Caleb gives sword-wielding scholar a like before unhurriedly sitting up from his bed. There's not even one wrinkle on his clothes. After the ceremony ends, the three walk down from the podium shoulder to shoulder. They're high-spirited amid thunderous applause. Chapter 2, the DAA heart. Oh my gosh, my hair. Okay, it looks the same. Fuck it. Since university, Gideon has watched his buddy Caleb rise from class heartthrob to faculty heartthrob to school heartthrob. Now he's become the Deep Space Aviation Administration's heartthrob. Back in school, being called a heartthrob only required an outstandingly handsome face, but that rule doesn't apply at a DAA. Since the deep space tunnel can easily leave people battered beyond recognition, good looks are the most useless thing of all, and everyone at DAA was once a top graduate from an aerospace academy. When they put on their new uniforms, proud, determined faces are everywhere. Each person believes they're the bird that can fly the furthest. During their second month on the job, the detection data brought back data from patrols patrols showed strange fluctuation values. Conspiracy theories began surfacing on Daily Circle, and they grew more outlandish with each retelling. Whether spies had infiltrated DAA or the deep space tunnel was about to collapse, it had the markings of the most significant DAA crisis that people had seen in a decade. Most people post-directly mentioned Paper Apple. He hoped the DAA heartthrob would step forward to provide a comprehensive analysis on the patrol data. With countless replies and endless calls for his response, the DAA heartthrob's silence was deafening. Meanwhile, someone discovered that Paper Apple had started a new thread in the forum section, Plastic Model Enthusiast. He shared his latest PG model acquisition and posted real-time assembly updates. His relaxed attitude was conspicuously obvious. When he finished assembling the left leg of the model, someone finally asked him in the comments about his thoughts on the patrol data. His only reply, minor issue. The passionate user wasn't pleased. They tried to argue with him using elaborate references and citations, and said he was practically leading DAA towards irreversible ruin. After going back and forth for over 10 posts, Paper Apples finally responded with thanks for bumping the thread. When he finished assembling the right leg of the model, the data returned to normal. DAA issued a mission briefing stating that Caleb had completed the mission perfectly. He brought back a protocol, which was the culprit behind... Wow. Sorry. At least it wasn't this way, because you guys think this way is directly towards the microphone. It's not directly towards the microphone. Anyway. Thank you. Which was the culprit behind the previous data anomalies. The Wanderer had been moving through the deep space tunnel while staying close to the back of the aircraft. It was able to control its own energy to blend into the magnetic field, so it was very difficult to detect. The rumors fell apart on their own. Daily Circle's newly crowned spam post king. My heart source described the mission details more vividly and dramatically. The conclusion ended with a pointed remark. Caleb resolved it in less than 10 minutes, so it wouldn't have led to DAA's decade-defining crisis. A certain user got so angry that they dejectedly sent Paper Apple one final message before deleting their account. You should thank Caleb. Beep! the inappropriate words were automatically censored by the system and replaced with heart icons. This amusing incident spread among colleagues who knew that Caleb was Paper Apple. Everyone started jokingly calling him the DAA Heartthrob, which caught on. I figured it out. There are 3 things the newcomers must do now. First, they need to install Daily Circle and become addicted like me. At this point, Gideon pauses and puts on the demeanor of a former coach. He shakes his head thoughtfully before saying, after scrolling through the featured posts of Daily Circle, they need to wonder why the DAA Heartthrob is called DAA Heartthrob. What about the third thing? Patrick asks. The forever enthusiastic forum members must rush in to explain the whole story and drag Crisis Guy out for another round for roasting. Gideon never gets tired of telling that story, and the atmosphere in the break room lightened considerably thanks to this shared memory. The new mission is extremely dangerous, and my nose is very, very blocked. The DAA doesn't have enough pilots who are capable of completing it. The pressure distributed among them has increased dramatically. A few of them have been working around the clock for several days without sleep or rest, and after this extremely brief respite, they'll have to take it off again. Even Caleb, who's recognized as having superhuman endurance, shows... Damn, son of a gun. I'm gonna sneeze. Woo! What the heck? Hay fever is hay fevering. The fever of havers. Whoa. It's okay. It's okay. Even Caleb, who's recognized as having superhuman endurance, shows faint shadows of fatigue beneath his eyelashes after continuous high-intensity navigation. After leveling up the atmosphere, Gideon sits down and pats Caleb on the shoulder. You're still holding up? Caleb snaps back to reality, puts away his precious necklace, and smiles brightly. Of course. I still need to go home this weekend. Oh, I need to blow my nose. I need to blow my nose. This is crazy. Woo! Bloody hell. Bloody hell. That was crazy. Two sneezes and then that. Bloody hell. Snotty season, yeah. Right, okay, where was I? Gideon sits down and pats Caleb on his shoulder. You're still holding up? Caleb snaps back to reality, puts away his precious necklace, and smiles brightly. Of course. I still need to go home this weekend. Gideon gives him a thumbs up. At the time, he never would have imagined that Paper Apple's model assembly real-time updates would forever remain on a page showing scattered parts. Chapter 3. Assessment Guide. His phone chimes with Daily Circle's distinctive notification sound. Gideon taps the screen and glances at it. Your post featured DAA Heartthrob's Hacks Hari. Sign up for Cherwitz Deep Space Tunnel Emergency Combat Assessment. Has received a new comment. FUD. Gideon slams the phone face down on the table. Swallowing the dining hall stir-fry is difficult. Patrick, who's sitting across from him, gives him a look. Someone replied to it again? If it gets too bad, delete the post. Out of sight, out of mind. That won't do. Gideon forces himself to smile. This is my best in Daily Circle. He even set a record. If it's gone, it'd be a waste. Patrick says nothing and unlocks his phone to find that post with the unbeatable record for reply count. Featured DAA Heartthrob's Hacks Hari. Sign up for Cherwitz. My heart soars posted in subsection Daily Progress. This is Gideon, right? This is Gideon, I think. Right. Today, he's wearing a pink shirt under his uniform jacket. It's the one his wife gave him as an anniversary gift. It represents his mood today. Sunny. This is the only chance to get full marks of trainee impressions aside from achieving a perfect score of 90 on the written exam. Trust me. The post originated from a casual dorm chat. The mid-year assessment for first-year DAA recruits is a nightmarish hurdle that strikes fear into everyone's heart. Passing the evaluation undoubtedly requires extremely solid technical skills and professional competency. and Charwood has incredibly strict requirements for pilots' personal conduct and flying habits. Now, even with expertise, scoring above 90 is still wishful thinking. But Gideon made a casual remark. There has to be some kind of trick to it, right? He rolled up the DAA test papers into a makeshift microphone and pointed it at Caleb. Say something. Pretty boy with a perfect score. Caleb was concentrating on painting his model and didn't even look up. Technical skills are what really matter. What? How the hell does Caleb sound? He just sounds so... Hey, Pipsqueak. Technical skills are what really matter. It sounds bad. Just go with it, okay? It sounds shit, I know. Gideon shrugged. An hour later, the first exam strategy post appeared in Daily Circle's featured section. Starting with the main post, seemingly ridiculous pink shirt rumors, the comments section became packed with valuable intel. For direct advice, it cut to the chase and shared encrypted study packages, which rescued people from desperate situations. As for the more subtle hints, it figured out different instructors' grading preferences and discreetly offered the most appealing solutions. Any new developments about the DAA assessments could be uncovered here, and it remained relevant year after year. See, someone even tagged Charwood in the post. Everyone would thought he'd asked for it to be deleted, but unexpectedly his reply revealed a hint of pride between the lines. No one understands DAA more thoroughly than he does. Charwood's reply was pinned by the administrator, and under his response, Patrick sees the latest comment that made Gideon's phone buzz. Charwood retired. When will the DAA Heartthrob update his guide at Paper Apple? My Gideon is really good though, thank you very much. Chapter 4, Drifting Away. Did everyone get recommended this article? Solitude posted in subsection Horizon's Embrace. I don't like these types of books to read out. It's so bloody confusing, and there's so many. It's like, it's obviously formatted as like a social media post, but it just sounds stupid when I'm reading it out loud. Anyway, the truth behind the fast-paced fleet's reform. At first glance, it's... who's talking? It's just an article, okay. At first glance, it seems to clear up our relationship with the fast-paced fleet, but upon getting a closer look, it sort of has that vibe of tearing down one to build up another. What's with the comment about the fast-paced fleet reaching a deep space tunnel depth that exceeds the DAA's? And it possesses stronger cruising and combat capabilities? So close, so beautiful. I won't comment on the latter half. We haven't talked to any fast-paced fleet personnel, but the first half is true. Deep space in my heart. You're siding with outsiders. So close, so beautiful. You can't judge everything based on the depth they've reached. We have different philosophies. DAA most important duty will always be to protect the land beneath the sky, not to advance without any principles. Echo. I was confused as soon as I opened this thread. Isn't this a section supposed to be for a casual chat? Southern Clouds. People are free to discuss whatever they want. Doesn't DAA promote openness and freedom? There's nothing wrong with chatting about the far space fleet. Momo reply. How would a Momo... what would they say? They're gonna be Eastern European pocket. How could anyone from DAA put on a friendly face towards them? There are tons of citizens who don't understand what's going on. They think the city-wide restrictions and protocol cleanup operations are their doing. No meaningless socializing. We could never pull that off. We fly a little too far and the control tower starts issuing. Confrontation winner. Fuck me. How many voices do you want? True. We could have never pulled that off. Soon the detection depth and research progress will leave us in the dust. Protocol technology is trending lately. Strictly following traditions will only make us fall behind. What was Echo? Was he Japanese? I think he was. Leave this thread and take another look at the forum rules, or recite the oath you took when you joined the DAA. Fast space a diva fleet, with reverence look back at that Earth with the responsibility to protect. and hold reverence for the universe. Have you forgotten it? This article mentioned it too. The Far Space Fleet's newly appointed colonel is mysterious. No one knows this background. Those disturbances in Skyhaven recently were his doing, right? I wonder what his attitude towards DAA will be. Fucking hell, it goes on! What more do we need to know? Since he joined... Actually, let's just fucking do a gruff riot bastard, yeah? What more do we need to fucking know, alright? Since he joined the Far Space Fleet, it proves one thing. He has no reverence for deep space, and no fucking attachments to Earth. Who the hell is talking here? Who's talking? This is so... the format is so trash. I'm sorry. This is so trash to read. Like, who's talking here? Just getting... Yeah, but which one's which? Okay, this is Patrick. Fuck it, I'm guessing. That's why you turned down the Far Space Fleet's offer? Because of your attachment to Earth? Pretty much. My most admired senior from university worked here after graduation. They say his go-to excuse for turning down unnecessary social gatherings was always needing to eat dinner at home. I trust someone who values family that much. Hey, who is it? Did you see him at today's oath ceremony? No. He was probably out on a mission. I'm several years behind him in school and he doesn't even know me. During his days at the Aerospace Academy, everyone would run over to watch whenever it was his turn for test flights. Talk about beautiful flying. Clear, bright voices of three newcomers drift from the auditorium as they discuss their motivations for joining. It's not even Gideon or Patrick, it's just some random people talking. Fuck, how would I know? Gideon and Patrick happen to pass by, and the young recruits immediately straighten their postures, pull their shoulders back, and respectfully salute. Gideon, sir. Patrick, sir. The two nod and the three recruits walk away for a while before relaxing and laughing. They wrap their arms around each other and give each other a kiss. They don't do that. That's not in the script. Patrick squints as he watches their retreating figures. Then he looks back at the platform where he wants to... Why did that come to my mind? They wrap their arms around each other. Okay, that's canon. That's canon. Then he looks back at the platform where he once stood together with Gideon and Caleb. Fuck. If he were still here, only one of us could have been an instructor. Would we have to wait this long then? Gideon's quick response catches Patrick off guard. You've already made peace with it over the weekend? Gideon recalls the day that has come and gone. After saying goodbye to that girl, he and Caleb fell into an unspoken silence while sitting on the Coulomb Express back to Skyhaven. It's as if their previous friendliness and laughter in front of her had been an act of reassurance. Caleb still looked the same, yet he somehow felt like a stranger to Gideon. He had so many words bottled up that he wanted to express, but when the train passed by the sunset, shadows fell on Caleb. In the end, Gideon couldn't say anything. Yeah, I've made peace with it. Gideon has taken one step out of the auditorium, and sunlight falls on him. I never thought the three of us would split up. Looking back now, the fact that he walked this far with us is the real surprise. I see. Yeah. Chapter 5, Different Horizons. Who the bloody hell is talking? This patrol follows standard protocol. Probe the shallow deep space tunnel layers and report back on the latest terrestrial magnetic field conditions. After giving the team one final rundown of their mission objectives, Gideon notices... See, this is Gideon talking, but how would I know unless I read the paragraph after? The nose is annoyed. Gideon notices a junior college in the corner. He barely made it through his probationary period, and his nervousness is written all over his face. He grins and reassuringly pats his colleague's shoulder. It gets easier after a few missions. We've all been there. The junior nods. whether from excessive nerves or something else. He begins positioning his limbs at specific angles in a series of strange poses. What are you doing? What kind of technique is that? Gideon's face scrunches up, his bewilderment evident. These are some of the most common model poses from the DAA Heartthrob's posts. They say doing them before a mission gets you his protective blessing. Gideon is about to say something when the overhead announcement reminds him that it's time to depart. With an unreadable smile, he mimics the junior's pose. The team bursts into laughter, and their steps are noticeably lighter as they head out. At the entrance of the Deep Space Tunnel, the DAA's patrol briefly crosses paths with the Far Space fleet as they glide through their respective airspaces. Gideon navigates with his trainer aircraft, his gaze fixed on the warship at the front of the Far Space fleet where the newly appointed colonel is. They used to joke about the future, and they imagined that if they both ended up as instructors at the Deep Space Aviation Administration, heading towards the same destination, they'd compete to see whose students could fly better and faster. Now, DAA carries research data towards Earth while the Far Space fleet pushes deeper into the unknown regions of the Deep Space Tunnel. They pass each other and go their separate ways. That was the worst one out of all 5. This was so confusing to read. But hey, we got through it. I'm glad. Cool. This was brain rot. This was just me reading Twitter for like half an hour. That was so confusing. Was that just confusing to me, or was that confusing to anyone else? But I get it. You know, like, Caleb and Gideon have drifted apart. Gideon has having this meltdown on Twitter because he wants to get more views, and it helped when I saw so many different usernames. I just gave them different accents, but then it was like so many different accents. I was like, I'm running out here. This or Caleb's Bond. This was funny. Caleb's Bond was like, I don't exactly know what's going on here. Like, he seems like he's schizo. So Luna's like, okay, he's Gemini, so he's got like, he's like schizo. So okay, fine. This was funny, but it was just so brain rot to read. This was funny. It was just brain rot to read. It was like, what am I reading right now? Look at this. Oh, the brain rot, yeah. Crikey. Ah. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. I mean, maybe make it a VA prompt with a few people. I think so. I think it would be a good VA exercise. Yeah. That was hella confusing. I think my favorite one was, I really liked this one. Dust to Autumn really hit me today. I know Silas was really sweet with like the plushie and shit. But I really liked the fact that we got introduced to Zane's mum and dad, and it was just cute seeing it from their perspective, and that he's got such a long and big burden to take, and even his disciple, whatever he's called, Jinpei or whatever he's called. What's he called? The little shit. What's the little shit called? Shubai. Yeah, Shubai. Shubai is... hey, I don't get lyrics, I don't get names. Are these posted on YouTube? Yes, every single VOD on stream is on the live tab on my YouTube channel, yeah. Yeah, the little shit. He's cute because he sees Zane as like this like Jesus of the universe, but this is Zane growing up as a person, individual. He's got mum and dads. It's so cool. And it's just wonderful. Hey Harmony, how you doing? How you doing? You're on break. Nice. Yeah, I liked Zane's one's favorite. Obviously, I think the best one was this one. Bucket List was incredible. If you've read this before Raphael's main scenario segment in the story, it's fantastic. So go like this, than like the rest. I don't really. This was so bad it was good. I feel like it didn't need to be that long though to understand Gideon's point of view that they've drifted apart. Like, why did I need to know that the Deep Space Fleet Academy or whatever it's called has a Twitter? Why do I need to know that? Why do I need to know they have a Twitter? But yeah. Did you read all the myths? Yeah, I've read every single myth. Correct. I am up to date with all the myths. All the world underneath. The Da! Yeah. That was good. I mean, we could end the stream here, to be fair. It's a bit early, but we can end the stream here. Otherwise, I've got really nothing else that I wanted to cover today. We keep it a nice, simple, short one, or do you guys want to watch me do something? Really clown around for a little bit? Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum ba-dum. I don't know what we're doing now. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Let me see if there's anything else to do in Lads for now. After the rush it, we've got loads of time. This is the first time I've actually caught up with everything, so it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. All the things you said, all the things you said, all the things you said. Running through my head is not enough. Are you putting for Zeda's return? No. I don't really want to actively like continue playing the game. It just takes too much time now. Wow, you remember lyrics. Shut up, Mari. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the YouTube stream. But I might just mess around and play around for a bit, like maybe some Tekken or something. So, thanks. We are 2 followers away from 800 on Twitch. So if you guys are new here and you like my shit, then you know what to do. That'd be cool if we hit that milestone. But I don't really want to cover any more reading today because I think I've done a lot of reading. Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed that. Thanks guys for listening to me and stuff. What do we do now? Do we play? BL King. Oh, bloody hell. Yes, we can do tender moments. We can do some... that's more reading though. Yeah, next session we can definitely do some tender moments and some like maybe we can cover Xavier's rerun that's happening this week, next week, and then we can go through some tender moments and stuff. I think that'd be good. Tender moments are bloody hard to read, but when you read the whole script, you can kind of time it better. Yeah, we can do that. Secret Times. Ghetto Brain, you can go on my YouTube. You should definitely take a look at my reactions to a lot of the Secret Times. There's a very unique way I describe it, and it begins with a C and ends with a D. No, it doesn't. The fuck? It begins with a C and ends with a K. That's how I feel. No. I'm not saying it. But anyway, it's a unique experience for a man to listen to the Secret Times sometimes. Yes. Mari gets it. Mari gets it. It's like the most one-sided feeling in the world. Anyway, I'm going to end the YouTube segment here because we are done with Lads and I don't want to mix it with like, what the fuck? Now he's playing Tekken? So we're going to end it here. So you guys, if you are on YouTube and you still want to watch me, come on Twitch. I'll be messing around, playing some Tekken, chatting to you guys about. Yeah, we'll just be messing around here, okay? All right, YouTubies. Bye, YouTubies. Take care, yeah. Have a good day, and love you. Hate to see you go, whatever that reference is. Yeah.